A premium. That's okay. We're live. We're not live on Twitter, but that's totally fine because I didn't even know we were going to go on live on Twitter. So, hello. We're going to get this party started. I got to get this shared. Please hold. Please hold. If you're on the replay, drop replay and just know that we love you and we are so sorry that you might have to fast forward a little bit. We just want to make sure that everybody knows where we're at and that they can jump on. Okay? So, it says I'm live. I see it. I see it. I see it. Copy link. Put it in a chat. Keep it up, hope. There we go. We are there. We are live. Hi, guys. Hey, look at all these amazing people jumping on. Danny and Sarah in the house. Hi, Erin. Hi, Faith. I'm giving it time. I'm going to give it time for humans to jump on. And it's so funny because when I coach, I tell people just start right away. Get them with a hook. Make sure you keep people on. Get them with a hook, guys. And I'm over here like, hold on, guys. We're going to get started in a minute. We're going to give time for people. Like I'm doing a friggin' webinar. Oh, these titties. We got to plug these suckers back in. All right. Let's just. Okay. Hi, Sal. Oh, I got your wifey. Don't be jelly. Alyssa, hello. Yeah, get your humans on. Go ahead and tag your friends. Tag your friends. Tag your friends. Who it is? Okay, I feel like we need to block somebody. I can't do that right now. Y'all just going to have to deal with whatever shows up in the comments right now. Hi, Gina. Hi, Jackie. So for those of you that are like, I don't know what the hell's going on, why this chick is live and what's going on, it is time for Marina Simone to get loud, but not me. Not me get loud, because I've been loud. I've been loud for a hot minute, you know. I've been doing this thing for a minute, right? And so what I'm really excited about is to really highlight and feature some incredible humans who are no longer overlooked, no longer feel small, who actually feel like they're in a place where they can blossom and bloom to their highest potential. So this is not about me. We are going to use this incredible platform that I've built since 2015, and we are going to highlight some incredible humans that I get to work with every single day. And we're going to talk about things that are going to make some of you uncomfortable and some of you are going to be super excited about. But guess what? This is my private personal page, and I can do whatever I want. Remember that. Okay. If you got fear, I want you to know right now that your social media profiles are yours and you should be able to do whatever you want. Right. But I'm excited. Let me stop. I digress. Go ahead and tag the person that added you and say, thank you so much for inviting me to this, because I guarantee there's going to be something you are going to take from this interview, whether it's a nugget of hope, whether it's fighting for those memories and moments that you want back for your family, whether you felt small at some point in your career or in your business or in social selling or in network marketing or in direct sales or even in your online business. If you felt small and you feel like you just haven't had the right vehicle with the right people to catapult you into the best version of yourself, that is exactly what these are going to be. Every time I go live and I do one of these interviews, we are going to be talking about how to elevate your mind, body, and money as an affiliate with us. And I'm really excited because we've got some cool stuff going on right now. We've got the Fast Pass, Packs Up, Fast Pass, Drop Fast Pass. We know what I'm talking about. If you don't, we will talk about that. But let's get this party started because this ain't about me. This is about this gorgeous human right here, Lauren. She helped me pick the background. Guys, we had ugly green. We had this, well, it's my green, but it was yellowish and it just didn't match the vibe of what we were going to talk about today. So I just want to be clear, okay? Lauren, thank you so much for being here and for taking time. By the way, guys, her power shut off.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
No,
20 minutes ago.
Tell them what happened. Tell them what happened.
So, well, first of all, the reason that it rained in our area is because every time I get my truck serviced, we get a detail And I was like, well, we haven't had rain in a while, so you guys are welcome because we're going to get rain. Well, we got a massive thunderstorm. And this was about 2 hours before we decided to do this live. And I'm like, no worries. It's going to pass. We're going to be good. So the storm calmed down. I'm going to set up. I go to plug my light in and everything went black. And I said some choice words. My husband was like, go to your parents' house. So I called my sister and I was like, is your power on? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, mine's not. She's like, oh my God, you have your live in like 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way. So I'm a little sweaty, but I'm here and I'm excited.
Just so you
We're
know,
not going to let anything stand in our way.
Sal says that the power is back on, so you
Yeah.
will go home to power.
Yeah.
Amen.
And I was like, of course it is. But thank God for air conditioning when we get home. So it's all good.
I think this is a perfect segue into this, like the way I want to start this off, right? I think there are a lot of people that have been in our industry, people that have worked in settings with groups of people where, you know, whether they have their own online business or wanted an online business or tried this network marketing thing at some point, and they literally felt like everything was going against them versus things being on their side for them to succeed. And you know, we were talking a little bit before this, and I feel like you've kind of been through that. Can you just share a little bit about like your story, who you are, a little bit about your background, and why initially did you say yes to network marketing whenever that was? And let's talk a little bit about that overshadowing feeling.
Yeah. So, like Marina said, my name is Lauren Giglio. I don't know if you said my last name, but that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, I just call you Gigs. So no.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, the second G is silent, but everybody calls me Gigs. My family and I live in Bowie, Maryland. I am a wife to my husband, Salvatore, who's on here currently. I'm a mom of three, ages ranging 21, 18, and 8. So needless to say, our house is never boring. But I personally dabbled in things like early in life, like, you know, like had that makeup time frame, you know, that too shall pass. But I really got into network marketing back in about 2006 when our youngest was born. Or no, 2016. Wow. Mom math right there. That was real bad math.
That was
You
good,
can
Bob.
do this too. Our youngest was diagnosed with a very rare genetic trait back in, she was born in 2016. We had been seeing genetics since she was 6 weeks old. And me having to go back to work because I didn't have maternity leave was one of the scariest things that a mom of a teeny tiny human, not knowing what's going on with her health, was something that scared me. Like I went back to work and I cried. Like I was like, I should be with my baby. We don't know what's going on, but I didn't have another option. We weren't a single income household, off for recovery. And the office that I worked at was like, we love you, but we're going to have to look for someone else because this doesn't fit clearly with having somebody not in the office, which I understood. But again, we weren't a single income household. So an opportunity presented itself with a dear friend of mine, and it was something that we needed to make work. It was something that I knew that it was my family first, and I couldn't fail my family and just wanted to find something. And I found an opportunity to work from home. The day before my last day in that office, my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So here we are, genetics doctor, my health issues. My son's now a type 1 diabetic, all within the first 3 months of a year. Medical bills were just piling up. So on top of now mom's out of a job, we have to find something to work and I have to be able to take care of my kids. This is what we do. And I went in full force. Like I was like, I have to make this work. This is for my kids and my family first. Nobody else is going to tell me otherwise. And then that's where it all started. That's where this crazy hot mess started.
So I want to know from you guys in the comments, how many of you can relate to something she said as far as like an opportunity? Like I knew that I had to do something, right? Like you're like, yes, I can relate to that. How many of you, I'm going to ask a scary question, and some of you are just watching this and you're not going to comment, which is totally fine. But how many of you are like, yeah, I tried one of those things too and it didn't work for me? Drop a one in the comments because I would be dropping a one in the comments as well if the very first time I tried this, it did not work for me. So drop a one in the comments. So you said something that was really powerful because you were talking about what was missing.
Mhm.
And so you've had success in the industry, right? Like you have had success. Let's talk about the success that you have had, with your prior companies. Talk to
Six
that.
success I've had, six-figure income earner. I'm a co-author in a book. Like, we've had success, we found success, like, those comma checks are super exciting, and it was something that I never personally thought I could do. I didn't have that belief in myself
Mm,
until I started seeing it happen. Um, I never thought that I'd be the mom that worked from home. Like, I thought those people were crazy. I'm like, must be nice to be able to work from home looking like a hot mess. Well, I do that daily. Like, I love it. Like, it's something that to know that I'm not going to miss those doctor's appointments, to know that I'm not going to miss those sporting events, even though my older kids don't play sports anymore. Like, I'm not going to miss those first days of college, the graduations, all the things, because I've had that success. And I know now that those opportunities, as scary as they may be, as people roll their eyes at all these home based opportunities, it works if you work it and you have the help to do so.
So here's my question for you, right?
Mhm.
Because obviously we see a lot that's going on, right? We see the digital marketing space, right? And I've been in digital marketing since 2016, millions and millions of dollars, but I've never not had a residual income with network marketing because I don't, can't comprehend why somebody wouldn't have that, right? I've always had 6 and 7 figures from network marketing. But I've over the years seen stuff that's been missing. And so as someone who's had success, and then are you open to talking about how the success went backwards, by the way? Are you open to
Yeah.
talking about that? Because I
Yeah.
think that's important. I think that's important. So
Mhm.
what happened? Like what happened? You got to 6 figures. I guarantee a lot of people can relate to this. You got to 6 figures, it was there, and then what what made it go backwards? What was missing? What happened?
So I know, like, during COVID time, like, that's when everybody that was working from home could work from home and things were exploding left and right, left and right. People found that excitement. There's these deals and this deal and this deal and this deal. And then everybody started going back to work. And
Mm,
everybody, was like, oh, well, I can't afford things anymore. Everybody, that somebody that wanted to do this part time found that they were putting more time into it that they couldn't put into it. So they, walked away, which we understand, like, everybody's path is different, right?
mm,
But at the same time, somebody that brought me into the industry, like, was no longer affiliated with the industry. And then you have gaps in leadership. Like, I have sidelines that crazy, like, solid friendships with, making a plan. Okay, we're down, but we're going to get back up. This is what we're going to do. But when you don't have the relationships, when you don't have the leadership, when you don't have the guidance to point you in the right direction, like, you're doing all the A, B, C, D things each and every single day, but then you don't have somebody's ear that'll listen when
mm,
you're having those struggles, when you're having those issues.
yeah.
And it just something over the last couple years, something was missing.
Mm,
And when something's missing as a leader, it's hard to be able to lead a team
mm,
when that something's missing from you because it's missing from them,
yeah.
and trying to build them up, but you're tearing yourself down, like, mentally and emotionally, because it was hard. Like, something was missing for a while, and it was just pulling me in different directions.
Yeah.
We were praying about it. My husband's like, "Have you thought about going back to a, like, job?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." Like, because I didn't want that for my family. I didn't want to have to do that, so I made it work. As much of a struggle as it was, you make it work. But it was hard,
Yeah. It was
really.
hard because your heart was being pulled, right?
Yeah,
And when your
so
heart's
many
being
different
pulled and
directions.
you don't have that alignment, it's
Mhm.
hard. Couple of things you said. There's gaps in leadership, which I truly believe is because no one was developed. Like I believe this is me, right? When I think about when I first got started in this industry, I was taught the skills of developing into the best version of myself, not just sell, 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 get paid. And I think a lot of that is what has frozen so many income earners, right? These earners, these 6 figure earners, we got frozen to a place where it's like, how do we go to the next level? We weren't being developed. If you're not being developed, then how are you going to develop people? So there was no development that was going on. And so there was no acquisition. Like there
Mhm.
really was no acquisition because it was always the newest sale that was coming in. And here's this is just my brain. I got into network marketing back in 2011 and 12 because of the residual, because of the do the work, get paid over and over and over again. But the problem is when you are teaching to sell, 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 and you're not teaching to develop, 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 there's no thick skin, but there's also people feel like they're failing. I was that person for 2 years. I don't know if you know this, but I think you do. But like for 2 years, like I was, thank God I wasn't overlooked. I made no money, none. Like I didn't make a dollar, but I wasn't overlooked. I was developed in 2011 and 2012. That's, in my opinion, what got me here. And so tell me about what you have seen when it comes to the gap from where you were to where you are now. And meaning
So
last company to now, where you are out now with your affiliate opportunity.
so one thing that I noticed like right off the top is like I'm a very big morals person and values, like my like faith values, my family values, like just overall values as like a human first, right?
Mm,
So when like leadership in the past, like there were so many different that like you were talking about like developing as leaders, but when it's the same people training and it's the same videos that are being shared and there's nothing new being offered, like even at like events,
mhm.
like I love to see the new and excited human fired up, like up there rather than the same person that's going to share the same story that they did the last time that they were there, right? And messaging a leader and an assistant responding or like sending you information because you're tagged in something or just watch this or do this. Like it's no one-on-one personal relationship,
Okay.
like you just feel like
Love
you're
that.
overlooked. Like being a leader, like being like, I mean, was I a top like income earner, like as far as sales and teams and stuff? Yeah. But if it wasn't the tippy top, you're getting overlooked, and it's just here, those morals and those values we found like instantly. Like it was like that switch, that missing piece just from the love and the value that was brought into the first initial meeting with our CEO and with the people that love us and want us and our families to be safe. That was the one thing that spoke to me before anything else. Like I didn't even know about a product. And you know what I mean? Because it was like, we want to protect you and your family because we value you, you're not just a number. Like that's a big thing. Like you're not just a number here. Like
Yeah.
you're loved and you're valued on any level, whether it's your day one, whether it's, I mean, month 6, like I act like it's like years and years. Like I'm like, whether it's your day one or week 2, but it's just different. Like just that feeling that you're valued as a human and whether you're a leader or not, like you matter.
Mm,
Yeah. Like all the humans matter. Like I get emotional thinking about it and I'm not going to cry because I'm not a yellow, even though Marina said she's going to make me cry, but I'm not going to yet. I
I,
said
I,
yet.
I told everybody I was going to make her cry. So just get your tissues because
Yeah.
this is not about selling you an opportunity. This is helping you to realize that the opportunities that you're being sold are literally just opportunities. They're not a transformation of elevating your mind, body, and money. They're not a place where you can literally tell your next door neighbor to come along and they will be developed into the best version of themselves. Success is not just money. Success is how do you treat people? Success is how do you talk about people when no one's around? Success is how do you support someone who's down? Not just send them a gift Do you take the time? This was my biggest thing. And then I lost sight of this for a long time. And I started picking this back up in 2018 after I had Madeline. I'm like, hold up. This online world is great, but like, I love the relationships. Relationships are currency, and relationships is what how we learn. And so, if you're being sold an opportunity, I don't care what the opportunity is, you need to ask yourself, do you feel like you can develop into the best version of yourself with the people that are around you? And I had to take a lot of people to the curb, and I know you did too. So let me ask you this, Lauren. First off, I'm pretty sure if you guys are like, oh, no sales, listen, we sold out of 6 months worth of product in 6 weeks because frequency charge nutrition and frequency mushrooms that we have, no brainer. Okay, you want to feel good now? We got your back. So don't worry, product's amazing, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, Lauren, no, I'm going to get emotional.
Oh man.
First leadership retreat, we're there.
Mhm.
We're there. We're all in the house together. We're literally like packed into this house, this mansion in Nashville. What were your feelings of the people that were in the house? Like, what was some of your favorite feelings that you had while we were there and moments?
Um, First of all, the hugs. Like
Mm,
I'm a hugger. Whether you want it or not, you're gonna get a hug. And the love and everybody knowing everybody else's name.
mm,
You weren't a number. You were, hey Marina, hey Bren, hey Terry, hey Tara from Canada. Like you knew every single human that walked in that door, and you know their story because you pay attention to every single human that you come in contact with.
mm.
Like sitting in a room together and having leaders pour into us, like whether it's a simple thing on uploading a reel to Instagram or the exercise with Lindsay. Oh,
So good.
bless. I feel like I was bawling for like a couple hours after that because having those moments and taking those breaths and seeing what was behind that door and the vision for our future here, and we're just getting started, like, and my husband feeling the same thing. Like my husband's never been on any type of trip with me in this industry ever. And for him to be there and to see the love and to see the compassion that every single person has. Like he was like, this was amazing. Like I was checking on our daughter more than he was. And he's the one that's like, how's Sophie? How's Sophie? How's Sophie? And my sister was like, you're calling me more than your husband. Like he's really taking this in, isn't he? And it's just different. Like the love is on a completely different level. I've never personally felt that appreciated and loved as a human in this industry ever. Ever. Like,
I want you to know though, like the energy that you brought to that retreat, and just the way you and Sal both showed up for all of us, like it's such a give and take in this relationship, in the relationships that we have as a team and as a family. Like I wouldn't I wouldn't redo anything ever. Like I would take all those bad experiences or all the great ones, everything that I went through, because right there, that was that moment where literally chills were up and down my spine of like, and I think I shared this in the chat the other day, like I can literally see like the average person that we can pull off the street to plug into what we've created so they can literally just level up on so many levels, and they don't have to feel small because they don't know enough or they're not skilled enough because they know they're going to get all of that here and not be judged because they don't have a massive following or they don't have a big list or they're not a top seller. Like we just want them to rise, vibe, synchronize, and literally elevate. And so, I was trying not to bring up too many negative things because I want this to be like very much like your story, but I know you've been through hell and back. since you'd made your transition.
Mhm.
And you've had to stay silent and quiet. And I don't think that's fair. And so I want you to be able to, how hard was it for you? Uh, how hard was it for you when you, because I know there's people on here right now that are terrified of making a decision. And I know how scary that was for you. Like, how hard was that for you?
So, during the time that everything was happening, like, it was like a whirlwind of emotions because I was being pulled in so many different directions
Right.
because while I've built something with my business and my team and knowing that they're missing something, like my heart was missing something, at the same time, the exact same time, my sister was having a very large surgery and I was her caregiver.
Mhm.
And I said, I'm going to put everything aside so I can take care of family because family always comes first. And the day of her surgery, I get a message that says, I hear this rumor and I hear this rumor. And then I see someone that was a friend, sideline, someone very close to me going live saying that I was cross recruiting for a new company. And I was like, how can you cross recruit for a company if you're not affiliated with another company? And it was a slap in the face. Like, I'll tell you, like, with like morals and values of companies, like, I earned awards for those values. Like, knowing that I'm maintaining morals and values that a company leads with, like, you should always go with your morals and values because be a good human. That's not something that people don't know. Like, first thing, be a good human. And to have my character judged like that, it number 1, it pissed me off. Number 2, I was angry. I was upset. I get a letter that my account was temporarily suspended until further notice. But there's 2 sides to every story. So while I allowed to speak my piece, I can't do anything with my business until I speak my piece. And when I spoke my piece, and hi, screenshots are real. Sorry, can suck for people, but screenshots are real. I led with integrity. And not only did I give them the information that they were looking for, I sent my letter of resignation. And that was pressing send was one of the scariest moments of my life, but one of the easiest moments of my life because I will not have somebody judge my character because they're scared about what they're doing with their own personal life because they didn't know what they were going to do. Nobody knew what they were going to do, but I knew something was missing. And knowing that that happened, I knew coming here, I had people to stand by me and protect us as humans and not just a number. Like, I'm a human here. I am loved here. We are all loved here. And we're not just a number or somebody's paycheck. And I was told that I was going to cry, like it's going to be scary. That lit a fire under my butt so fast because I did not want anybody else to ever feel that they were doing something wrong in the eyes of somebody else and being blamed for someone else's faults. So I
Yeah.
was like, peace out. Like, it was scary because you're starting over.
Yeah.
I was literally starting from ground zero. Like, everybody's like, "Oh, startups are scary." Failure is scary,
Yeah.
and I wasn't gonna let that happen.
So, how long did it take you to build the income that you're making now? 6 months. How long did it take you to build that in your last company?
Um, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
totally.
at least, like, over a year, like, my first like, it's crazy, like, my first 7 days here, like, not having a back like, seeing numbers for how long, like, you listen to your leaders. Marina was like, "Don't worry about the numbers, just write
You
them
trust
down, don't
me.
worry
Don't
about the
worry.
numbers." Like, 7 days, um, my first month here, I was making more than my last couple months there, and that was over an 8-year period. Like,
Yeah.
it speaks volumes when you're paid on the full dollar. on the full dollar, and there's no contingencies. There's no BV, there's no CV. Like I still get random text messages from said company, even though I sent my letter of resignation. And then they accepted it. And then there was a whole other story with that. But I got a random text message today, and to see someone's order and then to see the builder volume and then, or the BV and the CV on what somebody's getting paid on their work. Like,
What do you mean by that? When you say BVCV, what do you mean by that? What is
so like somebody's getting, so like somebody places an order, and then the points that you get towards your organization is another number, and then the other number was what they're getting paid on that order. So order was $459.
okay?
They only got 300 plus points towards their organization,
Uh-huh.
and then they're getting paid a percentage on 262 points.
So that would be like me going to Macy's,
Mhm.
spending $400 on a purse, right? And then Macy's doesn't get the $400. They're only getting the commissionable amount, which wasn't the middle number you said, it was the bottom number.
Bottom number. Mhm.
So where's all the other money go? Yeah. Huh.
I'm not sure, but I like getting paid on the full dollar.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice, right? Like you
Mhm.
said, 400, you make your commission off the 400. Like,
Correct.
oh my God, this is the craziest thing. Not, I literally got an email and somebody's like, I want you to be an affiliate and you get paid 10% or you get paid 50%. And I'm like, and then what? And then
Right.
what happens? Like, what happens after that first time? Like, same in digital marketing. What happens after that first time, right? Like, what's the
Yeah.
thing? So, okay, I'm feeling what you're saying here. Success. This is the question that's probably going to get you a little emotional, and I want you to know that like I saw myself getting into a place where money was mattering way too much to me for a while. And I can say that out loud. And I needed a humble slap. And I needed a like a redirect. And I truly believe that where we are with Frequence and where we are as a team and with everything we've created, like we're all put together for a reason right now. Like I truly believe that. So success, right? It's not a dollar amount.
Mm-mm.
What is success? What did it mean to you? And what does it mean to you now?
So I feel like success before was like seeing my name on a leaderboard
Mm,
or earning this or earning this. And now success is seeing team members that struggled for so long. Damn it, Marina.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's just the dust in my parents' house. Clearly, it's the back room of this house. Seeing those team members that struggled for so long hitting promotions that they never hit before. Like the mom that's been struggling to focus and have the energy with her kids. The special needs parents right here that are sleeping. Like I shared this, and holy, that was like a real like hardcore moment like when I shared this, but for my husband and I to be able to sleep at night with a special needs child that doesn't have an eternal alarm clock, like she can be up all night if she chose to be, and to find something that while she's sleeping, we can sleep soundly. But then if she wakes up, we're waking up and we're not groggy, but we can get back to sleep. Like we found sleep again. We found energy again. My husband said to me about 2 months after we started rising and vibing, and he was like, "Can I say something to you without you taking it personally?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, you can try. You can try." And he was like, "You found you again." Like after my mom passed away, um, a part of me was missing for a really long time. And he was like, "You have your passion back. You have your drive back." He was like, "I have my wife back." He was like, "You're doing all of the things that you've always wanted to do. And just in such a short amount of time. And it's just the success of not feeling alone, the success of doing this with every single human, and the success of feel like literally the feel good now aspect. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was like, is this like placebo? Like, they said I'm gonna start feeling as good as I did within 30 minutes. Like, and I even did it wrong. Like, I did my first rise and I thought it was 2 drops, not 2 droppers. Like, look at me go. No. And the success is that person that's just getting started. This is for that person that's looking for being able to fill the tank of gas at the end of the week, getting those groceries without having to check your bank account. Like, the everyday person,
Mm.
this is what this is for. And to be able to celebrate each and every single human is it's my love language. Like, I mean, mine is quality time and words of affirmation, but just being able to celebrate other people that didn't think that it was possible and watching them shine. I love it so much.
Let's talk about that moment with Alyssa. Do you remember?
Which one? The
Mm,
one on the floor?
yes,
Yeah.
on the floor. Like I see you on Alyssa. I literally think about that moment, and I just like it's exactly what we're fighting for here, or for moments like that where a man or a woman, but really women, right? This women driven, like women led, like we're here. And can you share a little bit about that moment?
Yep, so we had just done, an exercise, like, seeing our vision, and we had, like, the best, like, it was like the frequencies coming out of that machine, whatever sounds were coming out of that machine were definitely, like, harmonic frequencies, and learning about frequencies and me not knowing all of those things, like, before now, like, we won't even get into that, that's a whole other life. Um, but we closed our eyes and we envisioned going through a door, and what were we celebrating? And after it was done and Alyssa was crying, all of us were pretty much crying, and just going over and hugging her, and she was like, "I've never been seen as a leader somewhere, and now I do." And she was one of the first people that when I opened my door, I was celebrating her because I see it, like, the leadership
Mm.
the leadership aspects that people have in them are coming out here, and they never felt that they had them anywhere else. Like, they didn't know how to find them because we're lit, like you said, like, the women here, oh, like, being women led and driven, like, where has this been? Like, because the way that everybody is seen and valued as a leader from day one. And she
Yeah.
was like, "I never envisioned that for myself." And she was like, "And now I do." And she sees what we see in her.
Isn't it crazy? Like we lead as mothers, we lead as spouses, we lead as sisters, we lead. Let's take the money out of the equation. We are leading from the moment we start influencing, when we have friends and all the things, and all of the things that we've been successful at in life that got us to where we are before money are literally thrown out the door. And all of that is like not valuable when that's the most valuable things that we need in order to build like a true, like massive impact. The money comes with the impact, right? With the testimonials, with the people feeling good now and feeling better and not even knowing. Listen, none of how I bet in 2021, all of us, if we were told that the way we were growing our businesses was going to be detrimental to the industry, we would have been like, no freaking way. No way. We didn't know. And now we know, and we're correcting the sale, right? Like we're correcting the space. So I love it. I'm sorry, I've been keeping you on too long. I can't help it though, because I'm just like, you talked a little bit about the products, you talked about it. What would you say to someone who is looking at this opportunity with us and they're like, I need help a lot. Like I don't know how to have success in this. No one's ever held my hand. No one's ever told me like how to be successful. Like, is there a step by step? Like, what would you say to someone that's like right there? Like, they're right there. They want to join, they want this energy, they want to feel the frequencies and elevate, they want to be a part of what we're doing, but they're just like, "Well, I don't know what to do."
Well, number one, you do it now because the tools and the steps that we have for everyone, like literal blueprints and guidelines to give you success from day one.
Yeah.
Like the newest things that we have,
Yeah.
like a click of a button and you have access to literally it's everything. It's like a gold mine. Like I was like, my husband would be like, "Well, where do we find this?" "Oh, it's right here. It's right
Mhm.
here." I was like, "Look at me. Look at me go." Like if I can find it, anybody can find it. Like there are people on our team that create things so simple and duplicatable and hello the sip to dip, like shout out to Jackie and Amber, like, and I'll tell you, before we went live I had that in my hand because I wanted to be able to share it, and then my power went out. But while I was writing down my notes of things that I wanted to like talk about tonight, even though I knew I wasn't gonna like I was gonna be asked the questions and I just wanted to have my bullet points, I was like, "Oh, I have to, print out my SIP to dip because it wasn't printing for me on Monday." My printer went off and printed the SIP to dip. I didn't touch anything. I didn't initiate my printer. Like, it just turned on and started printing. And I was like, "Okay, well, that's creepy," but, like, that was my mom, like, reminding me, like my mom sends me signs all the time
My grandmother
that
saying, yeah,
yeah, like,
yeah.
that was my mom, like, "Girl, bring the sip to dip," because that like, having that guideline to not only get you started with frequency charged nutrition, but a step by step about what to take, when to take, where to take it, like, who to do it with, like, there it just speaks volumes when you have access to everything and you're not scared to ask where to find it,
Mm.
like, it's just incredible, like, daily Zooms at different times of the day on different aspects of your business, so you're thriving in every single aspect of your business.
Hold on, there's a hater on there. I'm gonna try to find him. Hold
On
on.
this, so you're
Hold on, guys. I'll find him. Hold on. I'll
oh,
find him.
that's cute.
I know, you gotta love it. What's the name? Do you guys know the name so I can block them? Anyway, I got it up now. I'll catch you. I'll catch you. Ain't nobody got time for that. You gonna get blocked, boo. Okay, bless and release.
Oh, haters, that's cute.
Yeah, they're so cute. The haters, they're so funny. Okay, so I love that. Look, when you started, before you started taking the frequency charge nutrition, how many products were you taking?
Listen, I've done a video of, like,
I'm sorry.
as I go through my day, here are the 42 different steps that I was going through. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, during hold on, 1, 2 I would say 10 to 12 things a day.
Like,
Like, that's, like, a good start.
pill popping, supplements,
Correct. I
freaking
hated taking vitamins because I always forgot.
yeah, yeah.
Like, taking things in the morning and then forgetting things at night because you forgot to do this, and you get out of bed because 'cause you're pissed off because you forgot to do this.
Mhm.
And I have not missed a single day of my Rise and Vibe or my Sync since we since we started, I say that, but I started with Rise and Vibe. When Sync came in, like, game over, like, those are fighting words if somebody tries to take one, if, like, we're waiting for our next one to come in, like, that's fighting words in our house.
So
But
what we're saying is you don't have to take expensive supplement pills anymore.
correct,
Okay.
correct.
Oh, nice. And then so here's my next question. You've got these 3 products that you're
Mhm.
taking. How many times a day do you have to use the products, right? Because you just said, like, if I had to pop it at this time or that time or that
Mhm.
time, and that's annoying as shit too. So how many times a day do you like, how do you use it?
So, my Rise and Vibe, I take first thing in the morning, and
Okay.
then my Sync I take at bedtime.
Okay. So you basically mix up your mushroom mocktail and you
Uh-huh.
put the source in it and
Uh-huh.
you drink it. That's
Yep.
one step.
Yep.
And then you take the sink before bed.
Correct.
Wow. How much money are you saving a month?
A lot.
So the
I don't even know.
collagen,
A
right?
lot.
Collagen, the magnesium that you weren't taking that you're now taking with the
Yeah.
GABA and the organic mushroom blend with the frequency charge, which is a whole nother. We have a doctor video, people. Get with the person that invited you to go look.
Oh, man, it's the best.
It's the best. And he
It's
explained
mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing.
he
Like, I didn't know all the benefits, like
no, but and he explained, you know what he did? He explained it in a way that like my 5-year-old could understand.
yeah,
And that was powerful, right? So super
yeah,
powerful. Anyway, so I'm totally getting off track here. This is what
that's
I
all
do.
good. No,
Lauren,
but I mean, like, just knowing, like, sometimes let me confuse everybody because sometimes I take 2 Rise and Vibes a day,
yeah, I do too.
but still,
It feels
it's
so
still that
good.
simple. It's literally still that simple.
It tastes so damn good. That's the
It
problem.
really does, listen,
Add it,
and,
you can
like,
like
mixing it
mocktail it
up.
by the pool with like your carbonated water, and then oh, it's so good. Okay, it's a way to wind down without the wine. Wink, wink. Get it? Anyway,
Correct. Mhm.
Lauren, I love you. Thank you so much for being on. Don't go anywhere, guys, because I have to tell you guys the special before you guys get off. But Lauren, I love you. I'm
I
proud.
love you.
I'm grateful for you and all the things that you're doing for the team, like, and all the things you're doing for even people that are just rising and vibing, like inside of our group that are part of our super free community, even if they're not an affiliate, and the way that you're just showing up for them. Like, thank you. It means a lot.
Of course.
We're changing people's lives, boo. Beep bop.
I love you.
I love you.
I get to
You
see you in a few weeks.
I know, we get to cuddle. Like, I'm ready to cuddle, guys. If you don't
Okay.
know what, if you're in Dallas, reach out to the person who invited you. We have a Rise and Vibe Summit, all things rising and vibing, and the doctor is going to be there.
Ooh, you should tell them how they could get a free ticket to that.
Oh, thank you for that transition, Lauren.
You're welcome. Look at that. Look at us.
That was a great transition, guys. So, check this out. If you're like, I love you, Lauren.
I
Mwah.
love you.
You're the bestest. You guys, isn't she amazing? Can we literally drop like the number 5 in the comments section if you're like, damn, man, she said some things that hit home. They hit it right there in the heart. Yeah. So check this out. Right now, you can get what we're calling right now the Fast Pass free enrollment. Okay. Fast Pass free enrollment. So you can get your 30 days worth of rising and vibing. This is henna, not a tattoo, people. Okay. Gonna get a tattoo, but this is henna. Okay. You can get 30 days worth of rising vibing. And for those of you that are in the US, Rise, Vibe, and Synchronize, you can get a free ticket to the event in Dallas, which is the Rise and Vibe Summit. You're also going to get free enrollment. So it's going to waive the enrollment with one of the Fast Pass VIP All Access passes. That's what we're calling it for one of the packs. And there's something else that we just threw in there for those of you that join our team. When you join our team, you are going to get access to one of my programs that is over $10,000. So we help you on demand every single day grow your affiliate business. And we're going to help you just become the best version of yourself, mind, body, and money. So it's not just about making money with us, it's about just becoming the best version of you. So if you're like, I want that fast pass, all access pass, like I want that pack, like I want to do this, like this is my vibe. These are my humans. Like I am like, I'm ready. Drop the word ready in the comments and tag the person that invited you. Please tag the person that invited you. If you don't know who invited you, drop hashtag admin and we will figure it out for you because we want to make sure that everybody goes where they're supposed to go. We love you. I can't wait to meet you guys in the chats for those of you that join us. Those of you that are like, I just want to rise and vibe, drop rise and vibe in the comments, tag the person that invited you. We're so proud of all of you for spending an hour with us on this Wednesday evening. We got to go get ready. We've got a leader call coming up. I'm excited to do more of these because her story, I mean, you can't make that shit up. You know what I mean? I love you guys. I'm excited. Let's do this. Bye, guys.